Hello babies, how you been? I hate writing this every time in my script, but again, I apologize for disappearing. I mean, I was still able to stream almost every Saturday lately, but it's been fun if you want to check them out. It's a lot of weird noises and weird codes and topics, but I prepared few videos and tutorials for you folks. This transparent clothes tutorial is one of them. So without talking too much, let's jump into the content. Yoosh! So first thing we do before starting any new art is procrastinating. I mean, looking at references. It's a procrastination. Staring at Pinterest for hours, wishing that every single reference shown there is drawn magically in my style. Yes. Okay, let's boost out that discipline and get quicker. We have this for like the black one is the basic one that I will be using as an example. We have the blue one, the red one. Oh. Whoa, look at this. I love it so much. I might draw it later. Damn. Okay, so what we want to study from the references is how the shear applied to the skin and changes its color. It's a simple step. You take like the original skin color and we take the color under the shear. Kinda, these are variations of colors. Yeah. So what we notice from here is that the color under the shear seems like a saturated shadow. It's like almost the same color as the shadows if we take this. Yeah, kinda. So what we can sum up here is under the shear equals shadows. Now this one might apply on black shear mostly because like it's like black and you don't have to put a color there, if that makes sense, because like if it's a red shear it's gonna be a little reddish shadows. It depends on the color, it depends on how thick the shear is, or if it lets more light enter, etc, etc. I guess these are obvious info, so let's get going. Now we see the blackness increases in the edges, especially in the folds. And why this one? I mean, I guess it's obvious. It's because the shear doubles on itself and accumulates, so it appears more black and adds up more opacity the more it's rubbing up. I have already a model for this, but if you want to learn about tension points and how to draw close folds from scratch, check out part 1. So first of all, cover the main area, and then you fill it with the color of that shear, and then lower the opacity. I don't know, transparent clothes might sound like very easy for our digital artists, right? I mean, oh yeah, I can just draw a normal piece of clothes and lower the opacity and tada, sheer fabric. I know art is subjective, but sometimes that doesn't work on specific art styles like mine. It looks flat. So we ain't finished yet, baby. We still have more work to do, so let's not run from our responsibilities. So, you know, lowering the opacity doesn't really achieve the color that we wanted, the saturated shadows. So we are going to use tone curves, but like only on this part. So what we are going to do first is to select like only the skin parts under the sheer fabric. What I'm gonna do is a little bit stupid, but I'm going to create a tone curve like there. A tone curve like is my favorite. I really love tone curves. Now that we got that saturated shadows, let's give value to the sheer parts. So I'd like to break down the rendering process into these 4 steps to help understanding what we're doing better. Before starting this, especially that the rendering will be opaque and not transparent entirely, make a new group and then click control on the shear, like the shear color block, and come back to the group and click on this, create layer mask. And yeah, under this group you will shade. So first step is edges. This step is kinda easy. You just use a large sized airbrush, but like, well, the right size. And how do we decide the right size? Whatever fills without interruption, like this. So any brush that is too small, like you have to go and put chunks to it like this, whatever, like then this looks, well, flat and also looks very dirty. So it's really better to make the brush bigger, or well, not bigger, just the right size. Something, boom, without having like to fill a big part, like going this and this and this. Just one gradient like this, one gradient that is filling all that part. Second step is folds. Now, as I said, folds are darker because like the shear is wrapping up on itself, so it's more opaque the more it's wrapping up. So following the tension points, we try to connect them, but also pay attention to like hard edges and soft ones. So for example, this brush is helping me make some parts softer than the others. By the way, there are a lot of brushes to kind of apply the texture of the sheer fabric, like this one. Like it's a default brush called Design Pencil. It gives you like that texture of a sheer. I like to do it in the edges like this. Very messy edges, like the outline here. And it gives like that sheer fabric kind of thing. And by the way, this is above the folder, so it's not clipped. It's just an outline, and it also can be a line art if you are using line art in your art style. But this step is not really necessary unless you want to go like extreme on the rendering. Like try to color the edges with this brush. It's very cool. I like the brush. It gives life. So basically, look, this is before and after. It gives a lot of life to that sheer fabric. So the last step is clean up. So in the cleanup, using the skin color like under the sheer,
and try to create some lines like this, like to kind of define and give more details to the sheer fabric. Like just some lines like this, don't overdo it, but also try to make it a little seamless and how do I say it, like try to make it fluid and goes with the already existing fabric. So basically with the already existing folds, I want to say. But yeah, something like this. I'll keep it here even though there is no skin out there. Here also, here. And sometimes I make triangles, sometimes I overdo it on the edges. It's like I outline the edges, and of course here, like on these tension points, it's very fun. And yeah, I guess that's it. Look at this. Damn, it's cool.
And for the extra details, I'd love to add a glow. So I'm gonna use this shadow on the light skin, and I'm gonna use an airbrush and boom, a glow right here, a glow right there, just close to the skin. Maybe I wanna light up some places right here and there and use the same brush as I said. Maybe just outline a little bit here and like this. Just this gives it like a little bit of how do I say it? It makes it shiny and I don't know how to say it in English, but like brillant. This is before and this is after. So for the extra sheer texture, as I said, you can just do like the pencil design thing as a texture, or like you can apply some textures, I don't know, dots or something, just like this, maybe, and then dots, I don't know. And of course give them value, like you give them a little bit of gray right there to make them like 3D. I also like to play with their rotation and their placement so that it doesn't look like a very true pattern and a very boring one. So I like to make it diverse and vary every shape of this pattern, because like I don't like very regular patterns, they are very boring. And ta-da! There is also another pattern thingy. There are even brushes for it, so I'm gonna cut this, and I have no idea, this is a lace thing, so I'm gonna make it black, I guess. I don't know what I'm doing. Basically I'm putting it here. I don't know, I'm gonna put it there maybe. I don't like this, but let's keep going. There are more laces, I guess. Yeah, I like this one. Look at this, this is very beautiful. Okay, I like this one. So just put the pattern there, and maybe if you want to edit it, like to give it like that 3-dimensionality, just click on liquify and try like to make it pop out in this poof part.
Maybe here, and there, on the shoulder a little bit, on the boob. Yeah, like this is very fun actually. I really love this. Look at this. I really love it. I really love it.
And also like don't forget to give value to the lace itself. Oh my god, what is this? My eyes. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of bluish gray. Use the airbrush, the right size again, and put some highlights in the middle. Although I can't see what I'm doing, and yes, I fucked up. I'm gonna put it on a new layer. Okay, I'm gonna try a new layer, and I'm gonna click on the mask so that I can see what the fuck I'm doing and allow myself not to fuck up again. Wait, hold on, what am I doing? Oh no, I was like drawing on the mask. So once you make the mask, click again on the layer, like here, not here, here. And then this way we can like see clearly what we are doing. I'm gonna give this thing a little bit of just value. I love this. One last step I like to do is like add color dodge or overlay to the whole thing. Yeah, okay, and lower the opacity a little bit, and ta-da! Looks very beautiful. I like it. And now that we are done with the sheer fabric rendering, let us take a rest while I tell you about the new wireless tablets I got recently from Xencelabs. If you are struggling with drawing with the mouse, your finger on the phone, or you want to upgrade your current tablet, you should consider Xencelabs. The moment I got this package, oh, I fell in love. The clear surface, the design, the two buttons, the nibs, the glove, the cat. What are you doing, Kiro? And about the glove, I choose one to my size, small. And this, the quick keys are amazing feature to get. Like with a drawing tablet, this is very new. Especially artists that are having like a hard time memorizing some helpful shortcuts, or like find it hard to click all those buttons at one time. I really need an AI hand to just click on those shortcuts. The way you can speed up your workflow. And there's this amazing case that I have something for case cases. I'm obsessed with them. And cause I'm dumb, I didn't notice that there's another case for the tablet itself. Like the whole tablet, I was so shocked and happy. It feels the tablets, the pen case, and the cables as well. To get started, you should download the driver to have the sensibility working already and to have track to your device's battery, or to change the shortcuts on the quick keys. And then right after all of this, let's art. Kira is the ones reviewing it first. She likes it. Now my turn. And I'm so in love with the smooth surface and how satisfying it is to draw with. Other than that, you have no idea how helpful this is for me as an architecture student who needs to work sometimes between classes, or to just use the tablet to sketch some diagrams. Save time and energy with this amazing tablet. Christmas discount started, so get yours now with 30% off. Links are in the description, and thank you Xencelabs for sending me this tablet. Now to do iridescent or holographic clothes. I know I said this in my last video, but let me tell you, I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm just better at doing it, so I'm gonna share my tricks and tips for this.